Hello, and welcome to the Cedar River Snag-After Hours. Daphne, I hope that's what we're calling it, because that's what I've been calling it the whole time. What we are is glorious background noise. If you know, you know. Sometimes you need something that you can just listen to. Something that you can just minimize, put me in that little box. I don't care. You are not going to miss anything here. Just something you can put on in the background, and not only put it in the background, but check in and out of. You just want a voice, and that's what I am here to provide. So welcome to the Cedar River Snag After Hours again. And before we go too much further, if you let your seed of spawn peruse through YouTube unattended, this isn't the worst thing that they will see, but we are 18 and up. They're strong language, suggestive, everything, and it's probably not the worst thing they're gonna see, but we are mundane background talk. I've talked about Christmas lights, it's stories, dad jokes, and just I don't know. It's a little bit of everything all rolled into one. And I think this one because we got 5 done. We need to edit. Those will pop out. So it's gonna be the middle of October. We're gonna do a ghost story. That's what I've decided. We'll do a ghost story. And also, I should say, hi, I'm Cedar. If you're like, I recognize you, I know your voice, something is familiar. Yep, that is probably me. This is one of my projects I got going on right now, and we're going to kind of see how it goes. Number 6 popping out there. I know I personally search for background noise. I got a couple podcasts, whatever I listen to fall asleep or whatever. And one of the biggest things is you got to have enough content out there. Like, you can make one 15-minute video, no problem. Anybody can do that. Can you make 30 of them in a month if needed? 15 minutes? Yeah, I could do that, definitely. Anyway, I am Cedar. Hi. Welcome. Mundane background talk. It is all improv, and I promise you, I know improv is scary because if you go to a comedy night and it's improv, oh my God, you want to punish yourself. But I digress on that. We won't go too far off topic on that one. And literally, we come in with nothing. It's whatever is on top of my head. But I think during spooky season, I was torn. I really was torn. Because I would like to discuss, I've had this freaking reoccurring dream. Not like 5 or 6 times, but for the last 30 some years. And at first, I'm always at different houses. I'm at different places. I'm at different whatever. And they have a little bit of similarities in location. And I'm noticing this. And I'm sorry if I'm sucking like I'm asthmatic. It's crop harvesting season. And that dust comes in late. And I feel so packed right now. I'm going to hate my voice. But I've had the same damn dream about being in these different houses. And one day I connected them all. My dream connected. And I realized they're all the same place. Like this house that I have dreamed about buying several times. I've dreamed about being in it when it's like new. I've been in it when it's dilapidated, ready to fall down and be like, I ain't buying this. And it's so weird. It's the same freaking house. But anyway, that in itself is a little bit creepy. And give me a sec. You ever get ringing in your ear? I just got a ring in this ear. Oh, that took care of it. My God. It was like I had an alarm chime, beep, just going off in my ear for a second there. I, yeah, I, and I've had those since, God, long as I can remember as a kid. And, it's 40 years now, so they can't be that severe. I think it means somebody's talking about you, so maybe somebody is. But right now you're like, right, tell the damn ghost story. All right, we'll tell the damn ghost story. And before I get into it, this one on the scale of creepiness, because I know some people are sensitive to different things. This is 2.5, 3 out of 5. There's definitely some creepiness, but no like violence or scarred for. I mean, I don't know. The guy was probably scarred for life. Anyway. Comes from a buddy of mine that I had several years ago. he we lived in the same area and we both fished. And a lot of my creepy stories come from fishing because I fished at cemeteries, I fished at night. I still like to fish at night. Like about right now I should be getting ready to go fishing. And oh, I should do that more. Anyway, my buddy went fishing and it was late afternoonish. It wasn't actually night for him. And he went fishing at this spot and I know where he was and I mean hell I could probably give the exact location and none of you could find it, but it was this rural highway kind of way out yonder. So, he was kind of isolated out there alone by himself, didn't think anything of it, and then some stuff started happening. Now, he was out there and he was fishing. And like I said, it was late afternoon. He got off work. I think he got off work at 3:34. So coming back home, it's down a county highway. County highway met this long stretch of gravel. And you turn off the county highway and you drive down this gravel, and all of a sudden, there's a ravine. Like you got the county highway here, and it has a bridge, and then all the drain tillage is probably 300-400 foot down. It all comes out, and it's just this sharp collapsing like V-shaped ravine. Excuse me. And so you could park up there because it was all gravel and it wasn't like busy, so you could park up there and you'd walk the rocks down. And there was a pretty nice bank down there. I had fished there myself several times. And he's down there, and it's like late afternoon. Sun's starting to set. He's like, oh, the sky's looking pretty, whatever. And he's fishing, and he's not really catching anything. But he kind of wants a chill spot down there. So, he's doing this thing that he wants to do and hanging out and fishing and having himself a good old time. And it gets to be about late afternoon, and you can see the bridge from the highway. It's about a football field away. Maybe football field and a half. It's not that far away. Football field, we'll say. And so his car's parked over there on the gravel, and he's sitting there and he's fishing, and he looks up and he sees this dude walking across the bridge. Whoa. I like to do live to tape. Maybe we'll leave that one in. Dude, the ghost is coming for me. Did you see that? That was freaky. So anyway, he was watching this, but anyway, seen this guy walking across the bridge, and it looked like a kid in a hoodie, whatever. And he notices he's walking across the bridge. He has both arms above his head, like dancing, like this rhythmic arms above my head dancing. And he's thinking, it's a kid up there rocking out to his, earbuds or whatever. And so he just keeps fishing, and he's like, he sees the figure come across the bridge, and he's waiting to hear him walk on the gravel, or if he's going to keep going down the highway, or whatever. And he goes, I don't really hear anything. And he's sitting there and he's fishing, and he's standing there the whole time. He looks across the bank, and this river is maybe 30 foot across, 40 foot across. Holy cow, that is the excitement you can expect here. We are going to have to invest in a camera mount. Excuse my fat hand in there. I feel like something doesn't want me to tell this story. Does it feel like that? Because never has this thing fallen in the exact same position before. So, maybe something doesn't want me telling. I'm telling this damn story anyway. So he looks over on the bank, and there's some dude doing the same dance movements. And, it's like 30 foot across or so you can see it pretty well. And it's all wooded down, and some dude's like standing and talking, like doing this dance. And he's like, it's so weird. Is that the kid? Did he walk back down there? It's like, I didn't see him go across the bridge. And he's like, so it started like freaking him out a little bit. And so he's like, I just kept fishing, and he looks up and he doesn't see the guy, whatever. But then there's another guy walking across the bridge doing the same damn dance, and it's dark, so he's only seeing the silhouette, against like the orange sky of the sunset. And doing the same damn dance, and it walks, across the bridge, and he's like, okay, that's a little weird. Maybe it's the kid coming up, but he looks back across the bank, across the river, and there's the same figure in the same spot doing the same dance, like over his head, like it's completely silent. And he's watching like the one going across the bridge, and he's like, were there friends? Were there, like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is so weird. And so he's sitting there fishing, like listening to see if he can hear him walk on the gravel and whatever. And he's looking across the bank. At this point, it's a little bit darker, but it's still, enough light that you can like see everything. And he's like, "Oh, there's the guy over there dancing." And then there was another guy over there dancing. He's like, "Whoa, where are all these dancing people coming from?" And he's like, then I noticed there's another guy way up away from the road on the other side. He's just up there dancing. And like, oh, okay. He's like, I look up on the bridge. There's a guy dancing. And he's like, did school get out? Is this like a football team? Is this a thing they do? Is this, like, what the hell am I witnessing here? Like, this is bizarre. And so he's like, I'm getting freaked out. He's like, but I don't want to say, I don't want to show that I'm freaked out or whatever. He goes, so tossing out running my lure one last time. He's like, I'm going to get the hell out of there. And he's like, and I look up on the side of the ravine, up top side of the ravine. He's like, there's somebody dancing. He's like, some dude is up on top of the ravine just dancing his ass off. He's like, I don't hear footsteps. He's like, on the other side, halfway down, I see another guy, another figure. It's up there and it's just doing the same damn dance. He's like, it's completely silent. He's like, I didn't hear any footsteps. And he's like, this one's like 50 foot away from me. He's like doing it. He goes, I look over on the bluff. He's like, there's like 5 figures and I see one on the bridge. And he's like, there's like people. And he's like, it's this most bizarre thing in the world. And he's like, was not on drugs and I was not drunk. He was like, there was dancing people. And he goes, I don't know why it freaked me out so bad. He goes, but it freaked me out so bad. He goes, and I wasn't going to show it because he goes, I just felt like maybe if I just didn't notice it, like they would go away. And so he's like, I'm like, oh, it's getting dark, and reel in my pole and tie up all the knots and everything and gets his stuff. And he's like, and I walk up the bank. He goes, I know there's one like 50 foot there. He goes, I don't even look. I just act like I'm walking up the bank like, He's like, I get up on the top. He's like, I get in my truck. He goes, and I'm looking around like everywhere, checking my mirrors like everywhere. He goes, I don't see anything. I don't see anybody. I don't see nothing. He's like, I start my truck up. And he's like, I pull it back out. And he goes, I should have kept going down that road. He's like, but I just wanted to see what the hell was going on. He's like, so I drove back across that bridge. He goes, I drove really slow. He's like, and I didn't see nothing. He's like, I looked everywhere for people or cars or somewhere that somebody would be parked. And he's like, I am spooked like shitless. And he goes, so he goes down, turns around. He's coming back up and he comes by the bridge. He's like, and I drive really slow. He's like, and I'm looking again. And he goes, and there's like nothing, nobody. And he goes, all right. So I go down the gravel back to where I was parked. And he's like, I get on it. He goes, I fly down this gravel road because I want to know if somebody was walking down this road. 20 minutes, okay, I should be able to get there. He's like, 5 minutes full steam down this gravel road. He's like, I don't see nothing, signs of nobody up on the horizon. He's like, so I turn back around. He goes, I go out and I get up on the highway. He goes, because I didn't see anybody on the other side of the bridge where I had to go down to around. He goes, they'd have to come up and go down the highway. It was the only other way unless they ran off into the fields. He's like, so I took that highway all the way home. And he goes, I didn't see nothing. And he's like, it just creeped me out so bad. And that was actually one way that he would take home and back and forth to work occasionally. And the kicker on the story is like 2 weeks later, he's like, I was coming home, got off work late. He's like, I was coming home. He goes, I was driving by there. And he goes, yeah, I ain't fishing at that place anymore. He's like, that just freaked me out. No dancing. And he goes, I seen this like dude walking on the side of the road. And he goes, he was doing the same damn dance. He's like in a dark hoodie. He goes, didn't get a good look at him. He goes, for a second, I was like, oh, God, I need to stop and, like, see who the hell this guy is or whatever. He's like, and I looked in my rearview mirror. He's like, I'm I went to pull over and I was like, I couldn't see him. He's like, got out of my truck, looked back, couldn't see him. He's like, so either he ran off the side of the road. He goes, maybe he's one of the ones that danced on the side, halfway down the bluff or out in the woods. He's like, I don't know, but he sat there for like 30 minutes. He's like, and I drove back and forth across that bridge a couple times. He goes, and I didn't see nobody. He goes, but I looked. He goes, and I knew that dude was there. He's like, I don't know where he went. I don't know what he was doing. He's like, but I quit going down that road. And literally, dude, quit driving down that road. He would drive another 15 minutes just to avoid that section. I will say, though, that creepy. If I saw that, I wouldn't go back. I never saw it. He wasn't the kind to be on drugs, and he wasn't the one to be really super drunk, especially if he was driving home from work. Not him. This thing creeped me out. But I actually went down there myself several times and fished late afternoon. And I was always on alert looking. I'd never seen anything. But, dude, I did look because I went down, I will just say, way more prepared than he did because I thought something creepy might happen. I was like, okay, see what these dancing ghosts want to play. We got a bunch of bottle rockets. But I didn't see anything, so kind of sad. But hey, dancing figures, spooky Halloween story. There you go. We'll try to get that out. God, probably mid-October, right? I will tell you my favorite ghost story. If you're like, this one's lame, dude, okay. Dead dancing figures, I get that, whatever. My number one ghost story is slightly terrifying, but it is hilarious. I mean, beyond hilarity. I will say I'm probably going to tell this every Halloween, just as tradition to somebody somewhere, because it's the best damn ghost story that you will ever hear. And anyway, we'll get into that. Well, that'd be the Halloween special, right? But yeah, till next time, if you think about it, want to do it, click that like, click subscribe, click whatever. If you just click and leave a comment if you got any topics, because I literally come out with nothing on my mind, and if I flip through a bunch of topics, I'll be like, okay, Ned Needlemeyer wants to talk about what's better, store-bought moonshine or holler moonshine. I will have that conversation. Andre the Giant. Also, I watch a lot of wrestling from, honestly, Lex Luger up NWA till Lex Luger joins, and WWF up till Lex Luger joins. Evidently, I just don't like Lex Luger. Bizarre. Anyway, any topic, random, big and small. Why I don't balance my tires. Why I have a squirrel in my freezer. Well, it's a squirrel skin in my deep freeze. I don't know. There's a billion different things. Till next time, we're going long. We'll see ya.